Have you ever looked at the calendar and thought, wait, it's already July? Or caught yourself saying, this week flew by, only to realize you've been saying that almost every week lately? When we were kids, time felt endless. Summers stretched forever, birthdays took ages to come around, and waiting for holidays felt like a lifetime. But now, months disappear in a blink. Why does time seem to speed up as we grow older? Is it just in our heads, or is there something deeper going on? Let's explore this fascinating question together. Why days seem shorter as we age? Think back to your childhood for a moment. Remember how a single afternoon could feel like an entire adventure? You'd wake up, go outside, ride your bike, maybe build a fort, get into a little trouble, heal from it, and still have time for dinner and cartoons before bed. Everything felt rich and full. That's because when we're young, everything is new. Each moment brings discovery, excitement, and surprise. The brain loves novelty. It pays attention. It records. It remembers. Every small event becomes a snapshot in our memory. The more new experiences we have, the denser our memories become. So when we look back, that time feels longer, fuller, more detailed. Childhood is like a thick photo album, packed with vivid pictures. But as adults, life starts to settle into patterns. We wake up, go to work, check emails, eat, scroll, sleep, and repeat. Days blend together because our brains don't find much new to record. When life gets repetitive, we form fewer mental bookmarks. Imagine that same photo album again, only now most of the pages are blank, with just a few photos from vacations or special events. So when we look back, it feels like time has compressed. There's even a scientific explanation for this. Psychologists call it the proportional theory of time. When you're 5 years old, 1 year is 20% of your entire life. That's a big chunk. But when you're 50, a year is only 2% of your life. Each year feels smaller in proportion to the total time you've lived. It's like slicing a pie. Each piece gets thinner the more you cut. Then there's the biology behind it. Our brains change with age, especially in how they process excitement and novelty. A key player here is a chemical called dopamine. It's what helps us feel motivated and engaged. When you're younger, dopamine levels are naturally higher. That's why childhood and adolescence feel more intense. Your brain is literally paying closer attention. As we age, dopamine activity slows down, which can make time feel like it's moving faster. When nothing stands out, days begin to blur. You've probably noticed this during moments of danger or thrill, like when you almost trip or narrowly avoid a car accident. Time suddenly feels like it slows down. That's your brain in overdrive, processing every detail. But when you're on autopilot, doing the same routine day after day, the opposite happens. You're not taking in as much, and time feels like it's slipping away. And in our modern world, distraction makes this even worse. Between social media, notifications, endless scrolling, and constant multitasking, our attention is constantly divided. It feels like we're doing more, but in reality, we're experiencing less. When your mind is scattered, you don't create strong memories. It's like driving home and realizing you barely remember the trip. Now imagine that same feeling stretched across days, or even years. So can we slow it down? Not literally, but we can change how we experience time. One of the best ways is to bring novelty back into your life. Try something new. Take a class, travel somewhere unfamiliar, cook a recipe you've never made before. These moments of discovery wake up your brain and make time feel rich again. Mindfulness helps too. It's about paying attention, really paying attention to what's happening right now. Notice the sound of your footsteps, the smell of your morning coffee, or the way sunlight hits the walls in your room. When you're truly present, time stops rushing. It stretches just a little. Even keeping a journal or taking photos can make a difference. When you document your days with intention, you're teaching your brain to value those moments. Over time, you'll look back and see that your life wasn't flying by. It was full, and you were there for it. So why do days seem shorter as we age? It's not that time is moving faster. It's that we're noticing less of it. Childhood feels long because it's packed with newness and curiosity. Adulthood feels fast because it's filled with repetition and distraction. But we can reclaim that sense of time by slowing down, staying curious, and making space for new experiences. Because in the end, it's not about how long we live, it's about how deeply we live. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing that makes your days feel longer? I'd love to know.